Welcome. My name is Art Johnson, and I'm a global communications and e-learning architect, and I'm here to help you. Here's how. First, by taking a look at my background and skill set, and then by focusing on how I'm leveraging all of that via my suite of state-of-the-art e-learning services. I hold a BA and an MA in political science from UC Berkeley, where I learned much about the world and possibilities for positive social change. I then taught politics and ethnic studies at the College of San Mateo, dealing with diversity and inclusion issues each and every day. Then, after conducting faculty research in the use of media for teaching, I worked with amazing Dr. Zelty Crawford, PhD, the visionary chair of the Ethnic Studies Department at College of San Mateo, to develop an innovative telecommunications career path project called the New Experience Project, recruiting and serving students from underserved communities, which also launched my own career path, providing and teaching with public radio, public television, and later on with multiple technologies as they emerged. I then leveraged my experience teaching local, regional, national, and international clientele on the use of the broadcast industrial teleproduction systems that I designed and sold them as a self-taught system sales engineer. Then serving as a VP of marketing and sales of high-end computer graphics workstations in the $50,000 to $300,000 range, I taught Fortune 100 corporate clientele like Boeing on the systems that I sold them after managing and developing customer relationships with them using CRM technology that I taught myself and mastered. After the computer graphics industry got further radically transformed by PCs, Apple Computer, and others, I then trained and empowered entire corporate sales teams on customized CRM solutions that I sold them as an Apple certified consultant specializing in CRM. My success as a lifelong learner, educator, broadcaster, technical salesperson, and Apple certified consultant then landed me a position as an Apple Business Development Manager, teaching business people from multiple marketplaces about Apple business solutions that I showcased as an outcome of my project management work, supervising an entire cadre of Apple certified consultants doing special projects across multiple marketplaces, including K-12 education, higher ed, and broadcast. My success with Apple and former experience then landed me an excellent position as a distance learning services project manager back in broadcast television at KCTS Public Television in Seattle, where I serve hundreds of educators in the K-12 marketplace and Boeing engineers. And what a great experience this was, as learning with television continually to radically change with the advent of digital media and the massive impact of the internet's wide world web. And even then, in my fifth year at KCTS, at its onset and responding to new market demands, I taught myself new digital media and HTML, and I designed an early prototype for a web-based virtual classroom that anticipated much of the technology I work with today. Teaching myself HTML and designing my own web-based virtual classroom at age 50 was a real inspiration. So much so that it then inspired me to leave KCTS and launch my own consulting practice and seize a whole new world of big reach and potentially learning-rich communications. As a practical matter, however, my first 10 years focused global communications-wise on training small business owners on the advanced websites and e-storefronts that I sold and developed for them, until the web development marketplace morphed and got cluttered. Then another spurt of opportunity came just in time with cloud-based virtual architecture for putting entire enterprises in the cloud, which I first did for my own consulting practice using Google Apps. And this eventually led to me developing an entire suite of virtual enterprise development services to help others put their businesses in the cloud for greater productivity and sustainability. Then, after discovering that I could actually meet face to face with people across the planet inside of Big Reach virtual architecture, I underwent a kind of epiphany walking through the virtual door global communications wise. Then YouTube and social learning hit at the same time that corporate e-learning was sailing into its perfect storm of lackluster performance and mission-critical issues. So that's when, starting in 2008, I dusted off my skills as an entrepreneur and learning professional and started learning and mastering industry-standard courseware authoring software version after version, instructional design-wise. I also leaped into working with multiple LMS architectures I could gain access to. And I began to envision all the good I could do for business people and organizations locally, regionally, and across the planet using a physical world, virtual world, and hybrid world mindset and ultra-affordable, ultra-eco-friendly, near-zero carbon footprint approach. And just in time too, if you look how challenged we all are as our planet and all of species life on it, diversity and inclusion-wise, not only people-wise, but also new idea-wise and innovation-wise. The good news now, however, is my robust suite of e-learning services as a heartfelt, innovative response to corporate e-learning's crises in no less than 8 focus areas, which leverage my years of experience and expertise. There's YouTube for social learning that engages learners, retains employees, upcycles people, and transforms our planet. There are also workshops and courses that train and empower learners to do it right. And then there are whole 12-month campaigns that are possible that leverage the learning outcomes and further develop business via really fun virtual business casuals, live streamed from local restaurant happy hours and mid-year virtual training boot camps that get people ready to fully participate as virtual attendees, presenters, and exhibitors in end-of-the-year virtual conferences and trade shows. Then there are the virtual conferences and trade shows themselves using the same ultra-affordable, ultra-eco-friendly, near-zero carbon footprint technology, complete with virtual auditoria, virtual meeting centers, and virtual exhibition halls. But the value doesn't just stop here. Instructional design-wise, within this context, can be significantly more effective, especially when combined with state-of-the-art power LMS administration, gamified e-learning, and highly effective micro-learning, in part socially co-authored by diverse groups of learners themselves. And to be spot on and on target with the people I serve, global communications and e-learning wise, I'm now using ultra-affordable technology to provide virtual focus groups and strategic planning services that inform, shape, and even co-author learning content itself. Then to educate, add value, and add even more revenue to physical world events, I can now affordably live stream them with my physical world event virtualization services that can reach and engage remote learners in real time at multiple locations across the planet at once for massive enterprise-wide transformation and mission-critical organizational development initiatives. Now about the corporate social responsibility piece to this, and doing more to improve the quality of people's lives across generations, across cultures, across the planet, and to help sustain species life itself. There is much that can be done once people and enterprise-wide organizations start walking through the virtual door and working inside of ultra-affordable, ultra-eco-friendly, near-zero carbon footprint virtual architecture, getting there instantly just by logging on. In contrast, take a look at how challenging areas of life are throttled by just a physical world approach and mindset that continues to trash the planet. Then imagine entrepreneurially and more innovatively how we could address each area as an opportunity in disguise once we add a virtual world approach and cultivate a hybrid world mindset and develop a talented multi-generational workforce that has finally learned how to tap into and utilize a supply of infinite creativity to do a world of good. Global strategic partnership building wise, leveraging my whole enchilada of e-learning services. So just give me a call and let's get started.